Hey, what is going on, all my fellow godlies and Warframe enthusiasts around the world? I am Vance, bringing you yet another addition to the Warframe Rapid Fire Devil builds, this time with Defiant Nekros. So it goes without saying that it's been quite a long time since I covered Nekros, and it's no wonder that he won our Facebook fan page poll to determine which would be the next Warframe to be covered in the Rapid Fire series. So if you want to participate in the next poll, I have provided a link in the description section for our Facebook group. You can always join and then participate in the next poll that we do. So diving right into the Nekros build, I never covered anything to do with Nekros anymore because there wasn't a need to. His build was pretty much perfect. That was the best, most optimal way to build for Nekros, and I concur that it is still the same even today, just with little minor things changed here. So we have corrosive projection, we have coaction drift, we have health conversion, stretch, equilibrium, intensify, soul survivor, despoil, and vitality. So the Shield of Shadows is to help with the tankiness, and also to make it so they absorb the damage and not you. The Soul Survivor is so you can be pretty much a team medic, and being able to, just revive people by soul punching them. And I would say that Equilibrium is going to help you to get energy and health. Those are going to be really important because with your Desecrate you can spawn orbs, and each time you pick up a health you get energy, each time you pick up an energy you get health, and because of Despoil you're going to be using your health as an energy source for Desecrate instead of energy. For Arcane Enhancement I have the typical Arcane Energize, which is going to give you more energy per energy orb that you pick up. And then with Arcane Eruption, on energy pickup, 85% chance to knock down nearby enemies. So all in all, if you're looting and you're spawning energy orbs, you could possibly knock down enemies, which deals a little bit of CC. But where this differs from previous incarnations of my Nekros setups is I replaced Terrify with Defy. It's kind of a coincidence how that rhymes. But what I've found during playtesting is that with this entire kit, you're really set. You don't really have a lot of issues except for when your Shadows of the Dead die or you forget to heal them. At any rate, you will need something defensively, and Terrify worked really well, except it has a set number of enemies that it can affect in an area. And so if they're outside of that area, they will still continue to attack you, which leaves you vulnerable because Nekros is still very squishy at the end of the day. So rather than depend upon the ability to send enemies running in a panic from fear, you can buff yourself and remain invulnerable while this is being cast, and then push everything back, similar to how Arcane Eruption is going to handle. So I'm not going to use a very different setup, but I'm going to rely more on my weapons, and especially one that has AoE. I'm not sure if I've ever showcased this, but this is the Kuva Brahma, and I have Serration, Cryo Rounds, Infected Clip, Vital Sense, Split Chamber, Point Strike, Hellfire, Vigilante Armaments, and Arrow Mutation. Normally you don't really have to worry about enemies being too much of a threat because your Shielded Shadows are going to distract them, and you want to kill them. You want to kill as many enemies as you can. That way when you do your Shield of Shadows, you will have as many people backing you up as possible. I'm also using the Kuva Twin Stubbas. I wouldn't recommend this for playing just as a main weapon, but what I would recommend this as soon as the Kuva Brahma runs out of ammo. So you're going to need pathogen rounds, deep freeze, prime quick draw, prime target cracker, hornet strike, lethal torrent, barrel diffusion, prime pistol gambit, and steady hands because they have a decent amount of recoil. Again, I'm not going to recommend these as primary damage dealers. You should probably avoid trying to use these, but these are definitely a good secondary to take into battle if you've got nothing else. It's just I've showcased so many secondaries on this page. I figured if I didn't showcase this one before, I needed to showcase it now, especially with damage tables changing to favor heat and viral combinations instead of the standard corrosives. So again, I'm not sure if I've showcased the Stropha before, but I figured I'd do so now because it complements Nekros really nice. You're going to have Bullet Dance for your stance mod, you're going to have Shattering Impact to reduce armor, Berserker, Voltic Strike, Virulent Scourge, Sacrificial Pressure, Condition Overload, Fever Strike, and Sacrificial Steel. This is a super powerful weapon. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It really demolishes worlds. It acts like a melee shotgun. You're going to need this to kill things quickly and efficiently, especially in-game. Now, for your Sentinels, I would definitely use a Death Cube Prime, and that is to help with more of the energy. Death Cube drops an energy orb after assisting with 10 kills. That's going to be really easy for it to do when you see the weapon that we have chosen to roll with the Death Cube. So we have Vaporize present, Metal Fiber, Vacuum, Meta Ray, Prime Regen, Enhanced Vitality, Prime Animal Instinct, Shield Charger, and Swift Death. Because Shield of Shadows works so well, you're not going to have a companion that dies too often. So take advantage of being able to use Death Cube and switch out the weapon for Artax because this is a guaranteed status proc. What you're going to want to build for here is a simple Serration, Split Chamber, Malignant Force, Rhyme rounds, Heavy Caliber, Combustion Beam, High Voltage, and Thermite rounds. This is just to apply your radiation and viral combinations. Again, it's an instant status proc as soon as it hits. So if you guys really want to roll with Condition Overload, which I highly recommend, you're going to be doing a lot of melee damage here. Okay, so it is once again time for everybody's favorite section of these rapid fire builds, the testing and showing of how this works. I'm going to have invincibility put up just for the time being so I can kill things and then use Shield of Shadows next time I spawn them in. I'll also use this opportunity to showcase the Kuva Brahma, and then next time I spawn enemies in, I will use my melee. So what you want to do is you want to have your disc crate up. You want to just get in here and kill as many enemies as possible. And now we're out of ammo, so I guess this would be a good time to test the melee. It will start doing a lot more damage the more combo multiplier you get in here. We're already up to 9 times, and you can probably start to tell that this thing is going to devastate. And that's all of them dead. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take off the invincibility. I'm going to spawn the Shield of Shadows, and you'll be able to tell why this is so good. I'll also showcase the Kuva Stubbas. Fairly good damage. And you can see the twin Stubbas really do a lot of crit here. There's a ton of numbers coming out of these guys. It's hard to even You would have to pause this and put it into slow motion to see how many numbers are coming out. Always cast your ultimate from time to time to keep your Shield of Shadows up and healthy. You don't want to be caught without them. If you're caught without them, you're gonna get killed pretty quick. In the time that it takes for enemies to get back to their feet, you can cast Shield of Shadows once again and keep your decoys back to the fight, because that's really what matters here. We've got plenty of bodies here. You can get Desecrate, get some energy orbs going. Spawn your Shield of Shadows guys back into the fight. There's another one dead. Another energy orb. Just power. Complete and utter power. It's nice that the twin stubbas also stagger enemies, so cast your 4 and heal your targets, and you are a force to be reckoned with this Nekros. I mean, there's really not a whole lot of things able to kill him. He's definitely a pioneer of face tanks. Back before Inaros existed, or Chroma, Nekros was the guy that could really handle crowds and not really worry about anything. I mean, in comparison to like Rhino or Nezha, he's not your stereotypical tank. He's more like Trinity almost. Very supportive, very helpful. So, as always, if you like this video and you learned something from it, it always helps if you smash that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and hold out on this page for a while. Keep tuned in, because I will be releasing a video here very soon talking about the state of Warframe and what I feel should be done to make it better and have more replay value. So thanks so much for tuning in. Share this to your friends, and until next time, this has been Vance signing out. Peace.